Guys, before we get into today's video, we just restocked the Something in the Water snapback, and this is a restock in very limited quantities, so make sure you guys and girls hop on this ASAP Rocky. We actually found a couple left in the warehouse, so we wanted to make them available for y'all, and this is, once they're gone, they're gone. And I believe Something in the Water is actually happening this upcoming weekend, so cop now if you can. ASAP Rocky. The link will be down below in the description to sampleind.com, and it will link you directly to this hat, so click and let's get it. When looking at the Jordan 3 Wizards, you typically are seeing pretty much that of a Jordan 3 True Blue. I mean, the colors, the similarities are pretty much par on. However, there's a lot of storytelling and a lot of history that goes on in the Wizards PE, and today we're gonna break that down. What's going on, everybody? Today we're reviewing the upcoming Jordan 3 Wizards PE set to release on April 29th for a retail price point of $210. And the Jordan 3 Wizards PE, I'm gonna be calling that, is pretty much a True Blue. They are identical. Pretty much the True Blue was the staple and the Wizards PE was the personal edition, player exclusive of this shoe for Jordan himself. And I did not know. I had to do some more history and deep diving myself because, of course, when I saw the shoe and I heard the PE behind it, I knew player exclusive, I knew Jordan, I knew he played for the Wizards. I knew all that going on. And I knew that the True Blue was the colorway for the Wizards. Like, this shoe's colorway was built for this shoe. This shoe, along with the French Blue 12s, along with the Cool Gray 11s, along with I believe the 17s. There was other colorways that were made specifically for that change of team and Wizard type of colorway. Now, but what I did find out was that when the True Blue was made, Jordan had his own personal pair made for his return in the NBA. And that was this shoe right here. This shoe dropped, Jordan played in it, and it was these True Blue 3s that were going to be to the public, releasing later in that month of November. That is the story that has been told, and pretty much his personal pair gave more copper and was more friendlier to that of the Wizards' actual colorway. Now, why didn't he not go with this over this? I personally don't know. Honestly, I love the True Blues. I love the hints of red. It's cool, but this blends so much more and well with the actual Wizards team. That's just my opinion. On the box, white/metallic copper. That is what is being stated here. And looking at these shoes, when you go side by side, you can tell there's a difference in color. This one, the original True Blue, and the new PE version, differences in that actual color. This is way more lighter than the True Blue itself. Look at the elephant prints. Of course, this is a different age. This shoe, I think, was like, what, 2016 or 17? This was a 2017 shoe, I want to say. I'll have the actual release date somewhere on the bottom, but the production code says July 26, and I know that usually 3 to 6 months. So it was either 2016 or 2017 when this shoe released. As far as elephant print back then, when I actually showed you guys this shoe, I talked about how it was light in the front and thicker in the back, and you can actually see like the front of the elephant print on the Wizards is way more lighter than on the back. But compared to this, look how thick and dark that is compared to where we're at now. I like the newer versions, in my opinion. I like where we're at now. This stuff, it just looks blobby. You feel me? So compared to that though, you switch the reds out for that copper, you switch the reds out for that copper, you switch the tongue out from a cotton red to more of a, it's like a satin silk type of inner lining going on this shoe compared to what this was more of a cotton and more of an original type of model. You see that tape in there? A little thing maybe you guys and girls don't know, but oh wait, it looked like it was tape in there. I ain't gonna lie, it ain't. I'll just tell y'all something though. If you ever want to keep the Nike Air from going away, put some Scotch tape down there. It'll never go away. However, they stayed well. Nike Air on the back, of course, of this True Blue, whereas the Wizards PE had the Jordan Air on the back. And even when Jordan was rocking these, I believe they had the Air on the back, I would think, but I couldn't find a picture from the back portion, but I did find pictures of Jordan actually wearing this specific shoe with the copper on the tongue. You could tell the difference between the two, especially from the tongue's top not being red, and also just there wasn't red on the the tongue top, as well as the Jumpman logo not being red as well. That $210 price point, it's very high up here. When these are initially released, I want to say these were going for $225. That's when they first started pulling out that Nike Air on the back, and a lot of people were not liking that type of motion that Jordan brand was going with, And these actually sat. They hit outlets for 190. They didn't do too well. You know, they sold out eventually, but that caused Jordan Brand to don't make that mistake and do that again when it came to the Nike Air, or my bad, Nike Air on the back of Jordans moving forward. So we didn't see that. Now we're starting to see it creep up. Now it took years for it. This is 2017, 16, the 225 was the price. Now we're at 210 here. They tried to do it back then. So, you know, we can make some motion. As far as the quality of the shoe, the leather material, a very nice, soft, tumbled leather going on the upper. The midsole has like a more grain, like smooth feeling leather. You have the midsole also with the paint job, which for the most part is very, very nice. I don't see any brush strokes really. It seems like there's a different type of way they did the paint on here compared to, now there's some bubbling and all that, and I'm not super like particular, but when you look at it, the way that this was done is a little bit different than I've seen before. It looks like almost like icing or something. I ain't gonna lie. The way it looks is like icing on like a donut or something. I don't know, peep, look. You can see the brush strokes on these. It feels like this is way more like paint on these, but no, they're about the same. The outsole, you have that copper on the Jordan as well as on the forefront. Great traction. I mean, old school, classic Jordan 3 model. What I was reading is that back then, of course, Jordan Brand was trying to wear old shoes and new shoes, promoting the brand new shoes and also promoting the lifestyle shoes and the shoes of the retros that were happening of that time. And so he would wear a Jordan 3 at one time, but then wear a Jordan 17 or Jordan 18 and then go back to like 12 or an 11, just messing around as those shoes were actually releasing out to the public. One of these being like this, and then this shoe set to release later on in that year. You know, it kind of helped the sales. Jordan was out there still marketing, doing his thug thizzle. Me personally, man, I've been kind of like seesawing whether or not I want to keep this shoe. You know, there's nothing wrong with it. You know, I like it a lot, but do I necessarily need it is the question. Another change that I mentioned on the eyelets is perforation. I think I said that wrong last time somebody in the comment section was laughing at me. Perforated holes throughout there, porous holes going on throughout those lace eyelets. Quality is there. The 210 price point, I'm just not rocking with it. I don't know. I don't think these are gonna go like sell out crazy super fast. I think these will sit for the most part, mainly because it's $210. Threes, unfortunately, don't hit for every single body out there. Some people like them, some people don't. And right now, we're just in a market where a lot of things are sitting. So that's a good thing. At the end of the day, I like it. Y'all should love it. So to each its own. We have lucky green threes coming a little bit later on. So be expecting to see some threes coming down the pipeline once again. Cop or not, if you like this shoe, you'll love it. Me personally, I like it. But do I love it enough to cop and keep? That part, I'm just gonna have to wait and see. Let me know, do you like the True Blue more or the Wizards more? Comment down below. I'm gonna end you guys off with the On Foot, and I'm out. Peace.